Here we have a pre-owned 2016 Ford F-150. This one comes in the XLT trim level in Oxford white. Now this one has a little over 113,000 miles on a 3.5 liter Ecoboost V6, and that's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. So we're gonna see how this is held up over the years and mileage. To the front end here, one of my favorite front ends for the F-150, even though this one doesn't have the LEDs, you get halogen headlamps and fog lights, and those are pretty easy to swap out with an LED conversion. Down here, 17-inch aluminum wheels. I love the Ford side steps here. Now we do have our power windows, and you get one touch up and down the driver's side, as well as the front passenger side. Power mirror controls, rear window lock, power door locks. There's the handle. And very interesting how they did the storage here. You can put change in there if you want to. Side pockets are pretty big, bottle holder. Headlamp controls, fog lights. You get a manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel. Hood release, foot pedal, parking brake. And then here's our driver's seat. So we can adjust the seat back here, lumbar support with this knob here, and then push the seat forward and back by pulling that bar there. I want to give a big thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find the best price on a new vehicle in your area, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price. Tons of space back here. Is a full-size crew cab, what I would expect. Seat back pockets on both sides. 12 volt down here. And it's just so spacious back here. I love that we get the LED dome lights back here. Big, strong hanger hooks so you can hang a uniform in the back. And you can also lift these seats up if you so choose. Hit this release to pull it down. Easy fuel there. As we come around to the back end, nice look there. These tail lamps, you can also swap in LEDs pretty easily, as you can see there. Tow hitch, spare tire, exhaust. And this one does have an aftermarket bed cover. And then we have the aftermarket bed liner as well, so. Now to the front passenger seat, we also get the same manual settings with the manual lumbar support, which I like, especially for a cheaper truck. Lockable glove compartment here. The owner's manuals are still in this one. You have storage up there as well. Pocket there. 12 volt. And now let's just take a quick look in the engine bay. There's that 3.5 liter Ecoboost V6. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So we have that vinyl hard plastic steering wheel there. A little bit of wear on the top where the driver's been holding it, but over here to the radio, hazards are here, traction control gonna be toggled there. You have your USB as well as Bluetooth audio, which you can toggle there, and then you get AM and FM radio too. And Sirius if you have that subscribed. Like we still have a CD drive here, right there. And then these old school buttons, so you can scroll through our presets and whatnot here. And then also toggle the radio stations. And then you can manually use this as well. Volume's there. Then you can cut the audio off there by hitting the button. Tune knob. You get your single zone manual climate control, so fan speed, fan direction, fan or temperature there, and then your AC toggles here. And then you get another 12 volt down there, a USB-A port there, and then a little storage pocket right in there. You can put change here, there's a little pocket there. Tons of storage here, even the small storage. Center console cubby space there. Tray here. And you can lift the seat up, fold it up, and then fold it down. It's in a weird spot. You push this in here, and then that'll pull down. Sunglasses holder. And there are your dome lights there. Look at the back from up here. There's a few spots on the headliner there, should probably wash out. Vanity mirror. Now back to the steering wheel itself on the left side, blinkers, intermittent wipers are there. Push this button for the front wiper fluid. We can use these 4 arrows to go through the middle part of the gauge cluster. So fuel economy and all that can be adjusted there. Oil life reset, all that. And then we do have cruise control, so on, off, cancel, resume, set the speed. And then over here, mute button, voice recognition. And then Bluetooth buttons down here when you have your phone hooked up. And we can go through our presets like this, and then our volume here. And then we can mute or change the mode, I'm sorry, right here. So audio sources, AM, FM, all of that when it's hooked up. Now for the shifter, hit the brake, pull down, reverse, neutral, drive, manual, second, first. And then in manual, you can shift through all 6 of those gears using the toggle here, and it'll show you in the middle there what gear you're in. So it's not letting me go past 3 right now. And then my favorite thing about this is you have the tow haul mode first, and then with this having the 3.5 twin turbo, put it in a sport and it'll get up. Keys there, unlock, lock, panic. And then there is a little bit more storage here with the bottle holders. I forgot that part. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2016 Ford F-150 XLT out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this F-150, my gosh, the Ecoboost V6 pulls. Even in this 2016 with however many miles are on, I need to go check that. 113,517 miles. Still, you pull out of a corner and gosh, it gets up. Fantastic pull there. And what's crazy is if you drive this thing like you're supposed to, you can get, I think the average on here was 22 miles per gallon or something, which is phenomenal. But whoever had this, I'm sure wasn't keeping it in sport mode like I'm gonna do most of this drive. I actually want to put it in the manual mode just to see how this will do. So no one's behind me. Gonna try and give myself a little space. The downshifts are very quick. Gonna put in the first. Here we go. Woo, goodness. Yeah, this thing's quick. Yeah, it's just, does it with so little effort. It doesn't even make that much noise. And again, this is in sport mode. This engine is just fantastic. And to me, it gives you more of an exhilarating feel as opposed to a naturally aspirated V8 because the turbos just push you. They really do. Now I'm gonna turn the cruise on here. And you can see the average miles per gallon we're getting. So fuel economy on these is pretty good. And it's really, the 6th gear is impressive for this truck. Because it only has 6 gears, you wouldn't expect it to be revving below 2,000 RPMs doing 75, but it is. And solid ride quality. Wind noise, a little, it's coming, you know, I can hear it, but nothing bad at all. And road noise is not really that noticeable with the wind noise here. But this thing is so easy to drive as well. Just an easy truck to get behind the wheel of. And the performance is just top notch. And what I like about this one is everything seems to be working like new. Power is fantastic, shifts so smoothly, brakes good, not hearing any weird noises. I'm gonna take it out of sport mode now. And with that, it really does just drive like a normal pickup truck. But the sport mode is just so much fun. Now with this one being an F-150, Ford has always been weird for me because I've owned several Fords and some of those vehicles have been fantastic in certain ways and then terrible in other ways. I remember I had an 05 Ford 500 and drove that thing into the ground, then sold it, and somebody else probably still driving it. It needed a transmission though. Of course, I took it to a transmission place and it was under warranty, so I said, why not replace the transmission? But you know, it had issues, and then once I replaced the transmission, it was fine, where it would just throw itself into neutral every so often. But fast forward to me having my Mustang Mach-E, and that's been a fantastic vehicle. Just now my cruise control is broken and I can't get it to work after taking it to the local dealer to get it diagnosed, and $2 grand later, still not fixed. So I'm trying to get Ford to buy that back now. And there's a reason this truck has been the best-selling truck for however long. These things, even when they put the V6 in these and the 6-speed and just kind of change the name of the game for pickup trucks, these are still reliable. A twin-turbo V6 can still be reliable. And I've seen this with all the trucks that are for sale with this amount of miles on them, double this amount of miles. I've seen a 300,000 mile F-150 with an Ecoboost V6 original engine, original transmission. And there's just something to be said for a truck that can hold its own like that. And then you have the V8s that are just as reliable too. And then the 2.7 Ecoboost V6, I've seen a lot of those get up there in mileage. But just a great truck, still drives fantastic. Not seeing any issues on this one in particular with 113,000 miles. I want to thank Chevy, Buick, GMC of Murfreesboro one more time for allowing me to review this truck today. And if you're looking to find a new vehicle in your area and you want to get the best possible price, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out that information. But just not a truck that it's a truck I wouldn't mind having even today, with it being almost 10 years old. It's just fantastic with what you get in this mid-level trim, and the powertrain is still top notch. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2016 Ford F-150 XLT.